Hi. Okay, creepy. Good evening, everyone. You are now tuned in to Pinoy VA podcast. Thank you so much for listening in and welcome to our fourth episode, Debunking Common VA Stereotypes. So, in this show, we will talk about the most basic and sought after information about being a virtual assistant. Today, our main topic will be the most common misconceptions people have about working from home, right? It's a very fun topic. But before we end the show, we will answer your FAQs as well and some of your questions that you will be posting here today.
We will also be playing a game throughout the show where we'll be saying one letter at the start of every segment and the last to be revealed at the end of the show. Whoever is the first to comment the correct entire word after the show will win 500 pesos in cash sent to you by Gcash.
Right. So today, hi, my name is LA, as you already know. Today, I'm joined by my marketing virtual assistant, Steph, and we will be your host today. So, our first segment is Back to Basics, and our magic letter for this segment is letter B. Again, that's letter B for boy. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that you may ask yourself when you're considering an online career is whether you should be a freelancer or if you should work for a virtual assistant company. You'll have to carefully weigh out the pros and the cons and decide which works best for you in that situation.
So, how does a freelancer differ from an in-house virtual assistant?
Excuse me. So, I'm a little bit under the weather today, so I hope you guys forgive me. Okay. So, a freelancer owns their own business and has more control over their time and the types of projects and the types of clients that they engage with. While an in house virtual assistant has a sense of security, knowing that they have a steady client base and support from their agency, much like the VA Hub is.
But both, of course, have their disadvantages and advantages as well.
Yes. So for freelancing, the advantages of doing freelancing is that you have greater ability to choose the type of client and the scope of work that you will be doing. And you will have greater flexibility when in terms of your schedule and what your working hours will be. While the disadvantages of doing freelancing is that you have to market yourself and find your own clients. And if you work on a project basis, then business may not be as steady as you want them to be, or at least within a year, there are going to be times of the year where your client base will be very thin. You also have to set up your own invoicing and track down late payments yourself, and sometimes you may not even get paid if a client breaks their contract.
So, sa in-house virtual assistants naman, of course, meron din tayong advantages.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being yung training and support, which is very important lalo na kasi nga, mag-isa ka lang sa bahay and you need, a support system. Mm-hmm. You have a sense of community with other VAs in the same company, and the company acts as a buffer between you and the client. Clients will be pre-screened and they tend to be of higher quality, of course. Mm-hmm. Your company will try to match you with the best client for your skills, experience, and personality as well. So, less likely yung mapunta ka sa kliyente na yung task mo, tapos yung task mo, di mo pala forte. You are also most likely to be paid on time and you don't have to find clients and set rates by yourself.
Sa the VA Hub nga, hindi lang tayo paid on time, minsan paid in advance.
All the time. Meron din syempre yung disadvantages. Pero sobrang minimal. Mm-hmm. first being, you get matched with clients, so there's less input into who your clients will be. You don't get to choose, pero, syempre, advantage din yun. You get paid a fixed rate, some with annual increase, but some have none.
Yeah.
So
Like for the VA, meron tayong annual increase, but not all.
Performance review pa yun.
Yeah, may performance review, of course. But at least we offer it. And, but other virtual assistant agencies, they don't have the luxury of giving that to their virtual assistants.
So, you are also accountable to the client and the agency. You sign a contract. Pero beneficial rin yun for you, in my opinion.
Okay, and we're coming into our next segment now. And our next segment is our main segment, which is the debunking of common VA stereotypes. For this segment, our magic letter is the letter R. Okay? So that's letter R. R for Rosalita. Okay. So, ikaw ba, Steph, nagkaroon ka ba ng, ano yung first impression ng mga tao sa'yo nung nalaman nila na you're working from home?
Ako kasi, I've been working online for almost 9 years.
9 years.
So, narinig ko na lahat.
Okay.
Pero yung,
Nung nag-start ka, kasi I'm sure 9 years ago, hindi pa siya kilala
So,
sinabi mo.
karamihan sa mga comment na naririnig ko tungkol sa kung anong ginagawa natin, what we do, how we do it, kung totoo ba siya. Pero yung pinaka magmamark sa akin, dollar yung kinikita. As if, pero mainly naggagaling yun sa yung mga older people. As if, makaka-receive ka ng envelope sa mail, tapos dollars, tapos papapalitan mo pa. So, yun. Ikaw.
So, sa akin naman, I've only been working home-based for the past 4 years. 4 years. And 4 years ago, medyo kilala na yung working from home. Although, granted, hindi pa masyado yung like VA agency. Wala pa masyado nun.
Mga freelance.
Puro mga freelance. Ang hinahanap ko lang talaga nung time na yun, naghahanap lang ako ng like work from home na makakapagpabayad ng gasolina ko. Gasolina ko kasi ayoko naman mag-ano. And then, nung na-encounter ko yung first virtual assistant company ko, sabi ko, okay pala dito, ganyan. So, nag-exert talaga ako ng effort, nag-ano ko. Tapos, sabi ng nanay ko sa akin, or sabi ng, I think that was my mom, I think. Tapos sabi niya, may kikitain ka ba talaga dyan? Parang baka mamaya nagsasayang ka lang ng oras mo, tapos
Which is super understand. Lalo na sa mga older people talaga. Kasi yung traditional work setting, parang in-embrace pa natin siya. I mean, siguro even to this
ang tawag nga niya sa work ko is millennial work. Millennial work. So, my daughter has, the millennial work. She doesn't leave the house anymore to work and stuff. Ayun. So, anyway, gusto sana namin malaman din kung anong nangyari sa like ibang mga virtual assistant and freelancers sa Philippines and how kung ano yung mga naging stereotypes sa kanila. So, to get straight to the scoop, we published a survey and asked Filipino work-from-home professionals and some of the most persistent, and we asked them what was some of the most persistent misconceptions that they had about working from home.
We asked them, what is the most ridiculous thing that you've heard people say when they discover that you work from home? And we chose 15 of the best answers, starting with...
hindi ka na naliligo. Ba't ka tumatawa? Affected ka?
Hindi. Ito talaga.
Okay, so... Huwag tayo masyadong judgy, although sometimes it's true.
Pero at the VA, we encourage our VAs to, always
stay healthy, hygienic.
Mag-groom ka naman ng self mo. And also, yun nga, parang to always dress for success. Pag magtatrabaho ka. always dress for
So,
success.
tsaka syempre, kailangan humarap ka pa rin because you will have video conferences with your client. And so, kapag humarap ka sa kanila, syempre, dapat mukhang professional ka, hindi ka mukhang,
Tsaka ang hirap kaya magtrabaho ng nagkakamot ng anit.
Ew!
Diba?
Okay, so yeah, that's true.
So, meron din kaming response na sinabi nila, ano daw yung mga binibenta?
Ano yung mga binibenta? May binibenta agad kapag working from home.
Lip tint,
So,
gano'n. Hindi po, serbisyo lang. Ano mga serbisyo?
Nako, ito na naman tayo, mga
mga
serbisyo eh. Okay. So, ang next natin na, na misconception. Hindi naman siguro to misconception, pero stereotype na talaga to pag sinasabi na, di ang taba mo lalo.
Bakit ba?
This was posted by Melody Pagkaliwagan nung pinost namin tong message na to. Tapos sabi niya, di ang taba mo lalo. Pinersonal ako kainis. Which is, hindi naman siguro na nagtatabaan, but you become more healthy naman. Because of what you eat. Less stress. Well, depende kung gaano ka nasa-stress sa trabaho mo. Pero usually talaga, it's because of what you eat. And you eat more healthy because you eat home-cooked foods.
Siyempre.
Kasi nandun ka na lang sa bahay, tapos yun.
Yun na. Mabel Posible also said na she was once asked, home-based, yun yung nagka-captcha, di ba?
Hindi ko na-gets yun. Ano yung pag sinasabi nilang nagka-captcha? Ano? Yun yung nagka-captcha, di ba? Alam ko yung...
Hindi ako sure kung ano yun.
So, ang alam ko, ang alam ko kasi na-captcha, yun yung parang chine-check nila kung robot ka or hindi.
Di ba?
So, kinalaman nun sa pagiging
Tsaka paano kumikita
assistant. Well, anyway, yun
most
nga
likely
daw.
scam yun. Marami ako nakitang ganun eh. Sa mga buy and sell pages. Pero most likely scam.
Okay, so next is Trisha Rueda Lagasca posted, sayang naman tinapos mo nung college ka. Like, I don't use my brains and my degree when I apply for work online. Actually, nyo ba, nung nag-start ako working online, mas na-apply ko yung mga natutunan ko because I'm a comms graduate, and so, we do a lot of like the creative stuff, ganyan, we do marketing and stuff. And mas apply ko siya when I was doing work online instead of nasa office-based ka na most of your tasks would be get coffee for your manager, ganyan.
I guess for other people siguro hindi. Mga nursing graduates. Meron tayong nursing graduates
pero like yung the discipline that you've learned from schooling, ganyan, yung kailangan mo mag-study, you have to be disciplined, ganyan. Pa-apply mo naman yan when you're working online.
Yes.
Diba?
At saka kahit anong field, actually. Diba?
Anong field,
kasi sobrang dami ng businesses na nag-embrace ng pagde-delegate ng tasks sa virtual assistant. So,
true. Alam nyo ba, meron din tayong medical virtual assistant. Although, hindi yun yung primarily line of business ng the VA Hub, but there are other virtual assistant companies out there who offer like medical virtual assistants courses, ganyan, and they offer stints as medical virtual assistants. So,
transcriptionists.
Yeah, well, most of them talagang nag-assist ng like entire doctor offices, ganyan. They fix the schedules, they fix the diagnosis. Ewan ko, hindi ko sure. Hindi ko sure kasi hindi yun yung line of business namin. But that's basically what they do. My friend Monique, hi if you're there. She was we came from the same work at JP Morgan before. And then pareho kaming naging virtual assistant, although I went into real estate, and not knowing she also went into, pero medical virtual assistant naman siya. So yeah, you can, and it was really good for her kasi ano siya, nursing graduate siya, I think. And basta apply niya yung natutunan niya. Yeah. Okay.
So, Rizia, Elina, or Dunya also said, ito sobrang common at sobrang funny.
Aha.
Nagsushow ka, cam girl.
Cam girl, grabe. Pinersonal.
True. Hindi po. Although,
Well, merong ganun. Pero I think that borders on scam na talaga yun eh. Tsaka ano na yun.
illegal yun.
Illegal yun. Tsaka taking advantage na talaga yun of like the virtual world and the person herself, diba? So, yun. Hindi po tayo ganun. Hindi yun ang...
Iba po yung servisyo na pinaprovide na.
hindi yun ang ano natin, ang pinaglalaban nating line of business.
Sa marangal.
Tapos, next is, and this was posted by Irish Blanca, sabi niya, ang na-receive niyang stereotype is, hindi stable na trabaho yan, malalaos din yan, mag-teacher ka na lang. Well, hindi ko alam kung like mag-teacher na lang ba to in an actual school or may ESL. Meron din kasing work from home na ESL teaching eh. So yun, baka mamaya sinasabi na work from home din pa. Pero yun, sabi niya, di nila alam ang daming corporate workers and even teachers nagpapatuloy sa akin para makaresign na sila. Because maganda talagang opportunity. At least yung nakuha ko dito sa the VA. It was really a great opportunity for me and I wouldn't have traded it for anything.
Bonus.
Okay. Next is,
sabi ni Sheena Lu,
mm-hmm.
Kaya daw pala wala ka ng sense of fashion.
Ay, grabe.
Ang taray. Yun naman. Yun nga.
Mas alam na namin kung anong comfortable clothing to wear at home. Well, hindi naman siguro, pero hindi ka na kasi bumibili ng like for corporate, ano eh. So parang, you wear something decent pa din, but sa top half na lang.
So nakapajama.
Nakapajama ka na lang eh. Tapos si blazer. Parang ako, parang boxer short-ish. Tapos naka-blazer ako. Yung first ako nag-interview.
Ay, may fun story sa from HR. Yung nag-apply ng naka-duster.
Huwag ganon.
Huwag ganon. Hindi, may sense of fashion ka pa rin. Pero, pang trabaho ka rin.
Yung only what you need. And you still go out. I mean, I think I get a lot more free time going out now and going out with my friends and my family. I have more time and place to do that now that I'm working from home. So I think my sense of fashion is still the same. It hasn't changed from when I was from when I started working, because whenever I go out, yun lang. I think there's more to me. Mas madami akong chance lumabas ngayon with my family. So I guess hindi na siya fashion for work, like fashion to go out na talaga siya.
Choice mo.
Yun. Okay. Our next post is from Jenny Pinto Bautista. Sabi niya, magkano babayaran para maka-join? Okay, guys. Pag merong nagtanong para magbayad sa na kailangan nyo magbayad para maka-join ng VA company na yun or online work, that's most of the time that's a red flag for me. That's sort of like a scam already for me. But I guess what she's trying to get at is hindi naman to networking, like online networking, ganyan. Meron ganun, but that's not what freelancers and virtual assistants do. Okay.
Sabi ni Ann Santa Ana, yung sabihin sa'yo, talaga ba? Well, at least kumikita ka kahit housewife ka. And she was like,
Ano sabi niya?
Ang sabi niya, ang taray, yung isang buwan na sahod mo, isang linggo ko lang. Pero syempre hindi niya na yung sinabi. Hindi naman daw siya nagyayabang.
Pero to, kasi ano because we get paid in dollars. No, because when professionals hire you as a virtual assistant to assist them, they give you the rate of when they get an assistant there in the US, or at least just a little bit lower than that to save money. But
Pero
you still,
at saka, yun nga,
yun.
less your expenses mo eh.
Yeah, less yung expenses mo to go para magbayad ng parking. Grabe, nung nag-o-office ako dati, 125 pesos per day for parking. For parking. Hindi na, no? Humingi na lang ako na tubig sa Starbucks.
Yung may iced tea.
Yun na lang ginagawa ko. Pero totoo, 125 pesos per day. So like in a week, that's 625 pesos. Wow, that's fast math.
Tapos mali. Pero grabe, super expensive.
Sobrang expensive
Gas mo
talaga.
pa.
Tapos gas ko pa. Simula QC to BGC, di ba?
Yeah.
Basta naman. Wala na. Ano na lang.
Gutom ka pa sa traffic, mag-drive thru
Gulay
ka
na
pa.
lang kinakain ko. Yun. Okay, so next is from Charluvin Pasco Legaspi. Sabi niya, sa bahay ka na. Sabi sa kanya, sa bahay ka na lang. So hindi ka na nag-work. Sabi niya, di ba working nga sa bahay?
Work from home.
Di ba work from home nga? Medyo na-confuse siya. So yun, di porket nag-work kami sa bahay, wala na kaming work. Ang dami ko pang, mas madami nga ako na, yung scope of responsibilities ko was broader when I worked from home. I don't know about you.
Ganun din.
Ganun
Kasi,
din.
yun nga, yung resources mo, hindi limited eh. So, makaka-explore ka ng other ways of how do I do this.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Vivi Ordonez, wow, big time. Yaman. Mukha na.
Mukha lang.
Charot.
Mayaman talaga. Bakit?
Sabi nila ang yabang natin.
Sabi, wow, big time yaman. Well, since we are...
Well...
Hindi naman, but since you earn in dollars, like I said, and some virtual assistants, they don't pay taxes, and that, I guess, also helps them, but I for one pay my taxes, and I pay the contributions, but when it comes to what you get in net worth talaga, it's much more than what I got before. So
yes. And you get to save, yung mas madali.
Oo. Tapos, guys, mag-post din kayo kung meron din kayong like stereotypes na binigay sa inyo when you were working from home. And while I'm saying this, I want to say hi to Maggie Samson Mariano. Sabi, meron din siyang, sabi din kay Mags, meron din siyang stereotype na binigay sa kanya, sabi ng iba. Yung iba nga, nakakabuhay nakakabuhay ba ng pamilya yung kinikita mo dyan? Bakit dyan ka naman nagtatrabaho? Parang gusto ko sumagot ng, gusto niyo po ilibre ko kayo ng halo-halo para we both can chill.
Wow, big time! Yama.
Medyo nanggigigil ako char. Maka-char ka dyan, gagawin mo talaga yung magsi. Okay. And then the next one that we have, Mary Ann Martinez posted, baka scam yan, saklap, diba? Well, like I said, merong other work, because, meron naman talaga, but in any industry, meron naman talaga nagiging scam eh. I guess mas rampant lang siya when you do it online because you are masked by anonymity, but yun, meron lang naman talagang red flags eh, para malaman mo kung scam yung work from home na yan.
And super easy nila ma-detect.
Wala silang website, hingan ka nila ng pera, pag in-interview ka, walang camera yung nag-i-interview sa'yo. Gano'n.
Tapos
Wala
black
man
lang
lang
yung
picture, black lang
Tapos
screen.
yung boses
Yung text-to-speech ba yun? Questions
Say
recorded.
your name.
Ganun. Siyempre, pag red flag na yun, scam na yun, di ba?
Be very cautious.
Yeah, you also have to do your due diligence. Just make sure that you research on the company that you applied for. I-check mo yung reviews on that company. I think that's the best way to really
Well,
know.
we're on that topic. I'd like to say na DTI registered yung the VA Hub.
Oh, yun. So, sa the VA Hub, DTI registered kami. Si Michelle Miranda posted, nag-abroad ka pala, kailan ka bumalik?
Kasi hindi na siya lumalabas ng bahay. So, nakita siya ng mga kapitbahay.
Grabe. May ganun pa palang stereotype. Yun. Especially ako, kasi minsan nga hindi nila naiintindihan yung you work from home, ganyan. So, sinasabi ko na, yeah, I work for a US-based company. Sabi niya, so pumunta ka ng US? Pabalik-balik. Yaman. Hindi naman. Online lang.
Sabi naman ni Mary L. Ito lagi na lang sinasabi sa akin ng nanay ko. Ganyan ka na lang, wala kang pangarap sa buhay mo. O buong araw ka nagpe-Facebook, walang mangyayari sa'yo.
Grabe, porket nag-work online, nagpe-Facebook agad. So, yun.
Although may mga
well, meron naman kasi talagang work.
Na sa Facebook.
Sa Facebook.
Chat support. Madalas.
Pero social media marketing, ganyan. Social media manager, parang ikaw.
Yeah.
Ganon.
So, meron talaga.
Hindi naman sa walang kinahihinatnan. Minsan may pera din dyan. Okay, and for our last bit, we have, anak, kailangan mo nang maghanap ng trabaho. Ilang years ka nang tambay?
Hindi ka lumalabas ng bahay.
Yun, which is almost the same as what Jonathan Valencia posted.
He said, kailan ka maghahanap ng totoong trabaho?
Grabe, working online is a real job. It's not just a real job for me. It's a dream job for me that I got. So, sabi nga ng nanay ko, millennial job na yan. Hindi nila naintindihan yan. Yun. Okay, so we are coming into our third segment here, which is our featured app. And our magic letter for this segment is A. Okay, so that's letter A. Okay, so our featured application for today is called LastPass. So I personally use this application, and it's not much of an application. It's a Google Chrome extension. So I use this as to collect all of my passwords. So this is the best password manager for me, and password generator kung tinatamad ka mag-create ng sarili mong password. And it also acts as a vault, which means to access it, you need to have a master key, ganyan. And the best thing about this is that it's for free, right?
So what does it do exactly? And how does it differ to yung Google Chrome na keep ng passwords mo?
Right. So what it does exactly is, for example, you log into a website, and then you put in your username and your password. If you have LastPass, it will ask you, okay, do you want me to save the logins that you have for this account, ganyan, and then it will save it. And Google does this also. Google Chrome does this for you also, much like the same way. But what I like about LastPass is that, like for example, nag-iiba-iba tayo ng kliyente depending on kunyari natapos na yung contract mo and then you land a new client and they give you a new email. Minsan kapag nag-change ka ng email mo sa Google Chrome, na nawawala lahat ng sinave mong password. So, yun. But if you have back to zero ka. So, di lang lahat ng, password mo, pero lahat ng, ano ba yun? Yung,
accounts, usernames, emails. Tama to.
Tama to. Lahat ng, yung website na
most visited na.
Yung
top websites.
Mga top websites mo, ganyan. And LastPass, if you have LastPass, all you have to do is, even if you change emails sa Google Chrome mo, if you still have that extension, all you have to do is put in that one information. It will save, and it will, yung master and key mo, account mo sa LastPass, and then,
you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go. You'd be able to access na ulit yung lahat ng websites and all of your passwords.
So, what other things can LastPass help you keep secure?
Okay.
Una sa lahat, it will help you analyze your password security and strength as well. And it will help keep payment and your bank information
also, which is helpful kapag
you make multiple purchases. Okay, Shopee.
Lumalazada kayo, Shopee kayo. So yeah. So this is helpful to virtual assistants because, like I said, as virtual assistants, you change emails constantly depending on the client that you are servicing. So whenever you do that, it's such a hassle when you have to change to one email to another.
Tapos meron kang websites na pinupuntahan na hindi for work. Let's say yung Facebook mo, ganyan.
Or even if it's for work, it's just that you use it for multiple clients, ganyan. Like yung social media manager apps mo, ganyan. So mas maganda talaga na meron kang LastPass. So that's it for our featured application. We are coming into our segment 4, which is our Q&A. So, guys, mag-post lang kayo ng meron pa rin ibang nag-post dito ng stereotypes nila. So, hi to Carla K, one of my trainers. Sabi niya, swerte naman kasi pwedeng matulog at work. Grabe, this is so not true.
Grabe.
Integrity issue to pagdating ng, meron pa, hindi kailangan ng computer. Paano ka mag-work online? Gamit ng cellphone, ganyan, iPad. Well, in any case, most of the if it's a legit work, you need your computer. Ganyan, you need your laptop.
Computer.
Si Maggie Samson Mariano ulit. Medyo totoo nga po. Pero syempre tayo na lang ang iintindi. Kahit na Gene deep inside. Very true. Okay, so we are coming into our segment 4, which is our Q&A. Our magic letter for this segment is letter V. V, there. So, we have collected a few questions here, but if you guys have your own questions about being a virtual assistant, just go ahead and post them on the comments, and we will answer them for you. Okay, so our first question is,
what are the advantages of an applicant having background on a local real estate?
Okay.
So, number one dyan, buying and selling houses all over the world goes through the same general process. So, pareho yan yung mga documents na pinipirmahan,
yun. And yung same na merong buyer, merong seller, merong ahente, ganun.
It's the same.
It's the same. I guess dito sa Pilipinas ang naiba lang kasi mas more on like corporate selling to like kunyara Camellia selling to ganyan.
As opposed to the US, pwedeng iba-ibang developer ng property.
Tsaka pag yung may escrow
True. Ayun,
Ah,
may escrow sila.
may escrow sila, ganyan. Yon. Next is, yung process dito sa Philippines is very similar to the US, like we said. And even in the US, each state has a different RPA format and different disclosures. So, helpful lang talaga kapag may alam ka, may background ka sa local real estate kasi alam mo na like how, how it goes, how it
Yung
works.
process.
Yon.
Next question.
Next question is, what are the top 3 skills you should consider to have if you want to become a VA and why? Okay. So I guess my top 1 would be sales skills because, mas malaki din kasi ang balik niyan sa'yo eh. If you know how to sell something, if you know how to set an appointment, if you know how to sell services, products, ganyan, meron yang at some point, meron ka magiging commission dyan eh. Or, so, babalik yan sa'yo. So, that's why I think
that's big sa work from home. Sales. Super.
Sales skills. Even here sa the VA Hub, if you have background in sales,
Malaki
it would
yung,
really help you a
edge
lot
mo.
if you become a prospecting virtual assistant. And next is client handling skills. So, iba to sa customer handling kung saan kailangan i-resolve nyo yung problem resolution, ganyan. Ang client handling, it's more of you as an assistant, how do you handle your client, which means that you have to be sensitive to your client's needs,